You're listening to Cards to the Moon, a podcast about trading cards from both a collector and investor perspective. We hope you'll stick around for the ride as we take a deep dive into the state of the hobby, share some hot takes, hopefully some useful advice, and fun stories along the way. Hey all, welcome to Cards to the Moon. This is episode 314. It's another short Friday episode, and I'm running solo again. But in just a minute, if you missed the IG story interview with Josh at Inspired Sports Cards on his IG page, we'll be playing the answers I gave to some of his questions here in this episode. He asked me to come on for the autograph edition of the Inspired Collector Spotlight series. So all the answers are about autograph cards and why I enjoy collecting them. So please stay tuned for that. But off the top today, just want to remind those in the hobby that if you want further proof that repacks are here to stay, well, you just got to check out the recent announcement that PSA is rolling out instant cash offers on graded cards. Those offers are available as soon as the grades are revealed. And if you accept, you get the cash instantly. So my question is, why would PSA want to offer this other than, being flush with cash since everyone is grading with PSA? And I think the simple answer to me is they just need more slabs for their repack product, which we actually discussed in a previous podcast episode. I think it was called Graded Grails. Anyway, if people take advantage of this offer, just think about all the PSA 9s that will be in those repacks, because I'm sure a lot of people will just want the money if it doesn't get a PSA 10, but I'm sure there'll be some PSA 10s as well. I guess time will tell if I'm right or not. Curious to hear what you guys think. Would you use this service at all after grading with PSA? Why or why not? You can always DM me at 5cardguys, FIVECARDGUYS on Instagram. All right, short and sweet. And like I said in the intro, I'm going to play the clips of myself answering some of Josh at Inspired Sports Cards questions. The thing is, the questions were written on IG stories. So what I'll do is I'll repeat what the questions were out loud for the benefit of the podcast listeners, and then you'll get to hear my answers right afterwards. One more thing before I play the interview. Josh also has several previous episodes with different guests that you should also go listen to if you get a chance. Just go to his IG page at Inspired Sports Cards and look under the highlights section on his IG profile page. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. It's Josh at Inspired Sports Cards. Happy Labor Day weekend to everybody. Excited to bring you episode number 7 of the Inspired Collector Spotlight Autograph Edition. This time around, we're going to be featuring Clark, also known as 5cardguys, here on Instagram. He's also a co-host of a great weekly podcast called Cards to the Moon. Clark's going to show off some of his autograph cards, explain why he enjoys autographs, the different nuances about it. Really excited for you to check it out. Enjoy the episode. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.
Question 1. Why do you enjoy autographed cards? Josh, thanks for inviting me to be a part of your Storycast series. I really appreciate it when you came on to our pod to talk about this interesting and unique format for an interview. So thanks again for inviting me on, especially regarding autograph cards, because I do enjoy collecting autos first and foremost. And I think, first I should clarify, I like collecting on-card autograph cards, and I'm not being snobby about sticker autos, but the reason why I like on-card autograph cards is because I think there's a special connection between the player and the fan, right? Just the idea or the thought that the player once held the card in his hand and actually signed it, and now it's like a gift to you that you currently own. So maybe I'm being a little bit overly sentimental about it, but that's why I particularly like autograph cards. Question 2. What is your favorite autograph card in your collection and why? So my favorite autograph card, I chose 2 because I couldn't just choose one, but the first one I want to talk about is the 2009 Bowman Chrome Draft Prospect Auto of Mike Trout. which I have here. I have the refractor version, numbered to 500. It's been my grail card since I came back to the hobby. And I remember during the COVID peak, that card cost more than $60,000. So I never thought I would own it, but since the market's corrected itself, I was able to get it for $5,000. So it's amazing that I own the card now. And the second one is my first ever autograph card. I remember standing in line with my dad as a Toronto Blue Jays fan. I got an autograph of Mookie Wilson. Loved watching him play, and he was even nicer in person. So again, that special connection between a fan and a player, Mookie Wilson, awesome.
Question 3, in your opinion, who has the best looking autograph?
So who do I think has the best looking auto? It's going to be a bias of mine because I loved watching this player growing up as a kid. I tried to model my swing after his. His name is Ken Griffey Jr. I actually don't have an autographed card of his, so maybe I'll put a picture of his signed card in post. But if you look at his autograph, it's very intricate, and you can tell that he takes time to sign his cards, and it's very distinct. So that's why I think it's one of the best looking ones out there. I'll give 2 more honorable mentions. One's a fellow Canadian, so maybe there's that bias there again. But Larry Walker, check out his autograph. Very clean, very distinct once again. And 3, Fernando Valenzuela. I used to play him when I played RBI baseball back in the day as a pitcher. But yeah, he has a million loops in his name, and I think it's pretty cool.
Question 4, do you prefer Sharpie or ballpoint pen? And one color that looks better than the others?
So do I prefer the Sharpie or the ballpoint pen when it comes to autograph cards? I'm gonna go with the Sharpie. I just think it's more bold. You can see it more clearly. And with the ballpoint pen, sometimes the ink doesn't come out as easily. And I feel like the signer will press down a little too hard, maybe even damage the card. So I'm gonna go with the Sharpie. I'm gonna go with the standard blue in terms of color. Although I do appreciate the red ink autos. As a fan of Topps Heritage, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like this card right here. It's numbered. Maybe the branding of Topps Heritage got me, but I don't mind the red ink autos as well.
Question 5, do you think a game used relic adds or takes away from an autograph card?
So do I think a game used relic takes away from an autograph card? I'm gonna be honest, I used to think so. Like, I was a purist. I just wanted the image or photo on the card plus the on-card auto, and that's it. I like a nice, clean, simple design. But then I saw Top Dynasty, and I feel like they do patch autos really well. It's all in the design, really. So nice big patch. It can't be a white napkin, and an on-card auto. And if there's a photo or a picture of the player, incorporate it in that card in a nice design, I'm all for it. And also in Top Series 2 this year, I recently pulled this Ronald Acuna patch auto. So maybe I'm biased again in liking patch autos a lot more now. But again, on card, the patch is nice. I like the design, how they incorporated it with the image of Ronald Acuna Jr. here. So yeah, I like it.
Question 6, do you prefer pack pulled or in-person autograph cards, and why?
So do I prefer pack pulled autos or in-person autos? I actually like both, but for 2 very different reasons. With the pack pulled autos, it's really just about the chase, and it appeals to me more as a flipper because I can sell those cards more easily with the autos being authenticated by Topps in advance. With the in-person autos, it's really about the card for my PC usually, and like I said earlier, it's a deeper connection with the player and me as a fan. I talked about my Mookie Wilson card earlier, and I also have this Joe Carter card that I got signed recently. I don't mind waiting in line for these IP autos, and of course this has a special meaning to me because it's when he won the World Series for the Jays, and getting to meet him in person, him acknowledging my son during that autograph session was amazing, and yeah, I love this card for that reason.
Question 7, who are other autograph collectors that you would like to give a shout out to?
All right, a few shout outs. First one, I like at Ginter Gold Fever. I love someone that's just dedicated to one set. I know he doesn't exclusively collect autograph cards, but he does have some nice Allen and Ginter autographs. Actually, it's one of my favorite sets as well. certainly when I got back into the hobby, that's one of the boxes I buy every year. So at Ginter Gold Fever, shout out to him. Shout out to Deep Value Investor, who's been on our podcast a few times. Every time he collects a new card and he posts on his Instagram, it's amazing. It's pretty rare, and he looks for the boldness of the auto. So I know he's very meticulous about that. So yeah, shout out to Deep Value Investor. And I also want to shout out Patrick Ryan, the P. Ryan collection, for his 5 GOATs autograph. That's an incredible feat. So big shout out to him as well. Hey, thanks for listening to Cards to the Moon. We'd really appreciate you subscribing to our podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. And you can also connect with each of us on Instagram at 5cardguys, or you can follow Hyung at Integrity Sports Cards, or John at TradeU at Recess. You can also check us out at 5cardguys.com. Thanks again, and hope to connect soon.